What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen, how to cook. And today we are making Jamaican style curry snapper fish recipe in the kitchen, fast, easy and simple. Make sure you subscribe, goodie, if you have not already, and turn on your post notifications so you won't miss any of these uploads. And I don't know, for all I'm returning goodies on a normal level now, on a ready for cook. Well, come on, let's cook.
Look what prayer can do. Hypocrite and bad mind must flow. The same mouth will cheer for you, and the same one them would turn round and boo. Yeah, prayer me I use and win. Prayer me I use and win.
Okay, goodies, let's get into our snapper fish, and we're going to turn up this thing mad loud. We have our fish here, and I already washed it with salt, lemon juice, and vinegar. Gave it a nice little slit so that my season will go down in those little slits here. Of course, you can cut your fish however size that you like, but I decided to cut mine in 2 pieces and heads off. We're going to make fish head soup with the other pieces that I never used today. Now, to season it, of course, we are going to add salt and pepper to it. I always like to do that, add the salt to the fish first. Then I added some onion powder and garlic powder, and here I'm using a teaspoon already of each of those particular seasonings. Now, this is a fish seasoning that I'm using here. I'm using the Ocherius brand, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon here as well. Of course, I will list whatever I have used for the recipe in the description part of this video. Now I'm going to use my Maggi seasoning here. This is totally optional. You could use all-purpose seasoning. And again, I am using a teaspoon here. Now I'm going to use 2 kind of curry thing for this recipe. I'm using the tumeric to season the fish here, all right? And I will use the curry powder in the other step, and I'll show you that as well. But I did add some ginger powder here, and you could use fresh ginger. I'm using some pimento berries here, about a teaspoon, and I did add a teaspoon of the ginger powder. Now I'm going to turn it up a way notch by adding a tablespoon of jerk seasoning, and of course you could make your jerk seasoning from scratch. And I did add a tablespoon of parsley, dried parsley, and this is totally optional. And I did add 3 cloves of garlic, and if you're using minced one, use about a tablespoon of that. And I did also add about a tablespoon of oil, any kind of oil of your choice. You go ahead and add that to the fish. Now we're seasoning here, and you want to be sure that when you mix your season on here, you get the season inside of the fish, inside of the fish, all right? As well as those slits that you made. You want to be sure that you season this thing up really good, and be sure to make it your own by adding whatever kind of seasoning you like in your kitchen. But at the end of the day, you want your fish to have mad flavor. Now, give it a way turn up notch. If you have the time on your hand, you could go ahead and put it in your refrigerator and let it sit overnight. However, when you get ready to cook it, you want to take it out of the refrigerator for at least an hour before you start cooking. Now, that is what it looks like. You want to be sure that your season is clean to the fish, y'all, and make sure so your fish have mad flavor. Okay, we don't want tasteless fish in a kitchen. In our Jamaican kitchen, fish have to season up nice and full with a whole heap of flavor. All right. Now, moving right along, we are going to get our other seasonings prepped. Now, here I'm cutting up my onion. Now, your onion is your choice. I just happen to have this particular onion, and so that is what I'm going to use for the recipe. Now, I'm going to use a large one here because I love lots of onions, y'all. When I'm cooking fish like this one, I love the flavor that it gives to the fish. So all I'm doing here is just slicing it up. I'm not chopping it up. I'm just slicing it in my desired slices here. Now to that, I'm going to add some bell peppers. I'm using the orange bell pepper here and green. Of course, you could always substitute out the color of choice. It does not matter if you have red, if you have yellow, it's fine. You go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to add some tomatoes here. I'm using a very extra large tomato. If you're using a medium one, use 2, and if you're using a small tomato, use 3 small ones. Now I'm adding my scallions to it. Some people call it green onions, but for me, a scallion I do it, right? I'm just going to use 2 stalks of scallion here to the recipe. Now, in addition to that, we're adding some thyme. Of course, thyme is essential because thyme now with panda body, yeah. And then I'm just going to give it a little chop here and there. And to that, I decided to go in with some fresh rosemary. Oh my goodness. You want to make sure you put some rosemary on your fish. But of course, if you don't have it, that's fine. And just go ahead and just prep your thing up. Now, moving along, we're adding about, I'll say 2 tablespoons of oil to the pot. And then I added 4 sticks of unsalted butter. And if you have any other butter, you can go ahead and do that. And I did add 3 cloves of garlic and a teaspoon of curry powder. And to be exact, I'm using the Ocherous curry powder, and you could use Blue Mountain or any other brand of curry powder that you like. I'm using the mild curry powder. You guys asked me, been asking me that you want me to show you the kind of Ocherous seasoning that I use. I will definitely do that in my next video. I promise, okay? I promise y'all I'll do that, okay? Alright, after about a minute or so, I want to make sure I burn the curry there, just in case anybody have bad belly. So I did just that, and then I added the fish in. Now for this particular recipe, I cook my curry fish all different kinds of ways, and I'm going to show you how I cook this one in particular. Now after I added the fish in, right, what I did, I allowed, and I throw the rest of my marinade in because I wasn't trying to lose that. After about a minute or a minute and a half, I went ahead and turned the fish on the other side. Believe me, goody, it does something different to the fish, right? So just go ahead and just turn it over nice and gentle because you don't want to break it, right? Because remember, it's not cooked, it's just giving flavor. And then what I did was just go in and add the seasonings on top. And already the thing is smelling oh so damn good. You hear me? Yes, boo. So I just went ahead and just make sure that my seasons was spread it all over, because when I cover the pot here, I want all of them seasons there for work magic on top of that fish there, right? Now, here's what I did. I went ahead and added some water to that same container that I seasoned the fish in, and made sure that I had enough in there to cook those vegetables and to make sure that my fish had enough water to do its magic. And then I added 1 fresh lemon into the pot. Oh my goodness, make sure you get it all over your seasonings too, okay? Now I wanted my seasoning to have flavor, so I did go in and add a little bit more of that Maggi, and then you could always substitute that. It's all-purpose seasoning. And then I added a little bit more of the fish seasoning. That's all I needed because my vegetables needed to have flavor, okay? And there it is right there. Now you could go ahead and add any seasoning, any other seasonings that you want to add. Maybe a little bit more black pepper, but I was good because the fish was already thoroughly seasoned. As you can see, it is ready like Freddy, okay? Covered it up, came back with it about a 30-35 minutes, and let this thing steam at a medium heat, and goody, the thing was done. And the flavor, oh my goodness, let me tell you something, this gravy was a perfect. Now with this particular recipe, of course you could add okra. If you want to add okra, you add okra to it. If you want to add crackers, Jamaican crackers, you could add those crackers to it, because it is going to turn all the way up. The flavor from the gravy and the crackers, goody, magic, remember me tell you. And when you turn it up with some okra and more magic, that all the way up, nice. But overall, alright, that's how it there. Now if you guys are still watching me cooking thus far, that means you must be interested in what I have been doing thus far. So while you just watch me, go ahead and hit that subscribe, and make sure you turn on that bell, boo, because it's so important. That way you won't miss any of these good up recipes, and I'm always interested. Just make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, right? Now, let me tell you something, boo. I was not going to leave without putting this thing on a plate because, of course, you know you can eat this thing up with just about anything. Rice and peas, white rice, whatever. But your girl went in with some green banana, caramel dumpling, and dashing, boo. A hard food I do it today in a Jamaican kitchen. So make sure say that you like up the thing, share up the thing, tell a friend, yo. Tell the man up the road, tell the girl down the street. Bring them come and send them come goodie. I am waiting. And after they get done doing all of that, tell me what you want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy!